Hey, good morning to you. Mark again here, WeatherMan Plus. Good afternoon if you're watching this later today. And if you've never been here before, hello. My name is Mark. I do upload every single day, just not Friday from sundown until sundown Saturday. That is Sabbath. But I will make sure you're covered. Like yesterday, I kept updating all day long, even late last night, right before it turned into a hurricane for just a moment before landfall. I make sure you get as much information as quick and often as possible. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am all year long. All I ask is if you know somebody in these impacts, please share this on social media or just hit the like button. YouTube will suggest it for you. That way people can get the information as quick as possible. Because right now, Texas is over 400,000 homes without power. And if you put just 2 people per home, that's almost 1 million people. And I'm sure it's well over that. Now, as of right now, you're getting a lot of 40 and 50 miles per hour wind gusts coming with these storms and these bands that are coming off of the storm now. And you can see all this blue. This blue is all lower level winds, so we can see the convection. And you have a lot of convection going over Louisiana today, and you got to be careful because you do have a high risk for tornadoes today. So let me get into everything I have for you guys. Remember, all the links are in the description to help save you time and navigate through the video a lot easier and quicker. Hit that like button if you are enjoying these tropical updates. I'm still showing that the MJO is still showing sinking air for at least about the rest of this week for Western MDR, Eastern Caribbean. That's why everything coming off right now is just going to be obliterated and not really making it to us. Everything is going to be close. And the one off the East Coast, I'm still showing it's going to curve out to the east, guys. It's not going to be an issue. Maybe some rain for North Carolina, but I've been saying that for about a week now. As of right now, Texas is over 472,000 homes without power. In Louisiana, you're getting better. You're a little less than 100,000, but at the same time, you have all this rain coming on, and you are expecting some flooding. Now, New Jersey is at 13,000 without power, and Pennsylvania actually got on it. It only has 1,000. They actually had 10,000 without power earlier this morning, so they're really getting on y'all power. And you'll have a big tornado threat for today, so make sure you be careful for that. I do have the information for that as well. I'll also put this link in the description for you so you can see Texas. I mean, Houston is in there somewhere. There it is. But all the power outages. Now, CenterPoint said they also have crews ready to improve y'all power, and they're going to be working on it quickly. And if you have noticed any power lines down, you need to call this number right here, 713-207-2222. And that'll let them know to get to your power outage very quickly if they know that that pole is down. But they are looking for poles that are down, so if you know any power lines down in Texas, please call this number so we can fix it as soon as possible. Now for today, we still have that big tornado threat that's still for Michigan as well as the Northeast. And we still have a big tornado threat going for eastern Texas as well as Louisiana for today. It's 2%, but I think it'll raise up because there's a lot of convection going on. But still, at the 2%, here's your cities and states that are in the tornado risk for today. And this will carry also into tomorrow, not just for Storm Nicholas, but for the Northeast. You have a 2% and a 5% risk for tornadoes for tomorrow. And for tomorrow, it's also going to continue for the South, for Louisiana, Mississippi, Southern Alabama, and portions of the Panhandle of Florida. But here's your 2% and your 5%, the cities and states for tomorrow. The 8 o'clock update shows that this area on the southeast coast of the U.S., there is going to be that curve I've been telling y'all about. And it's at 30% in the next 48 hours, 60% in the next 5 days. And I'm showing it might have a chance for just a tropical depression, actually get a little bit closer to North Carolina. Might be some rainfall for North Carolina, maybe portions of southeast Virginia as it curves away. That's about it. And the one coming off the coast of Africa is at 50% in the next 48 hours, 80% in the next 5 days. And you can notice it's just straggling across, kind of like how the storm did in the Gulf before it finally turned into Nicholas. That's because it's a bunch of disorganized thunderstorms. There is that sinking air that it's going into, so it's not going into a favorable environment. And as of right now, Storm Nicholas, tropical storm, is down to 60 miles per hour winds, and it's moving northeast at 8 miles per hour. So it is picking up just a little bit. It was at 4 or 5, which is a major flood threat. Now you still have tropical storm warnings from the edge of Louisiana right here all the way down to this portion of Texas. And this is the tropical storm radii of what the winds are going to be affecting. And in my experience, wherever that tropical storm radii is, that's where all your power outages are going to be as well. And it's still predicted to go into Louisiana and be a tropical depression and weaken down, and that is the way it's looking. But at the same time, it's going to be pulling all this onshore flooding into the states. You still got more surge coming. You got onshore flooding still coming. It's going to be a lot of heavy rainfall. Matter of fact, it's showing heavier for southeast Louisiana now. Now you can still expect more storm surge from Port Arkansas all the way to Sargent, another 1 to 3 feet, 3 to 5 feet from Sargent to Highland, 2 to 4 feet from Highland to Rutherford Beach in Louisiana, and then from Rutherford Beach all the way to Intracoastal City is 1 to 3 feet. And the rainfall expected has gone up for Louisiana. You have 1 to 2 inches of rainfall in this light green within the next 3 days, 2 to 4 inches in this dark green. You have 4 to 6 inches in all this yellow, and now all this orange is all 6 to 10 inches of rainfall. Matter of fact, Euro is showing that up here you got a little bit heavier rainfall than 10 inches, so we'll see. So far they have a red area right here. This is for 10 to 15 inches of rainfall expected. And your flash flooding risk has gone up. Within the next 3 days, you have this big marginal area, a big slight risk. You have this big moderate area in this red going into Mississippi. And now you got this big high section for southeastern Texas, southwestern Louisiana as well. And going through Wednesday morning, this is where you have your marginal, your slight risk, and your moderate, as well as your high section. This is all the way through Wednesday morning. Through Thursday morning, here's your marginal, your slight risk, and your moderate section going into Mississippi now. And through Friday morning, you still have a marginal with a big slight risk all the way to the panhandle of Florida. You're still in a storm surge warning all the way from Lake Jackson all the way to the edge of Louisiana. And then from there on is a storm surge watch. We still have tropical storm force winds coming. That's at least 39 miles per hour winds. And in this purple is a 100% chance of tropical storm force winds. Matter of fact, this purple means you're going to the next level of up to 60 miles per hour winds. But right here you have 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, all the way to 10% chance in this green for tropical storm force winds. 60 miles per hour winds all the way in this purple, you have a 100% chance, which means you're going to go up towards the hurricane force winds, and it goes 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, all the way to 10% chance for this dark green for 60 miles per hour winds. And for hurricane force winds, they have a radii now. All the way to 90% chance in this dark red right here, 80% chance in that lighter red, 70, 60, 50, 40, all the way to the yellow for hurricane force winds, all the way to 10% chance for hurricane force winds in this dark green. And as far as your winds go, within the next 24 hours, Euro is showing that you'll get 50, maybe 40 miles per hour winds as it goes down towards Beaumont, pick back up to 40, almost 50 as you go towards Lake Charles and Alexandria. It looks like it's going to be getting 40. But the main part is towards Lake Jackson. It's like you're getting the most of it. So far, Lake Jackson, we got you around 64 miles per hour wind gusts. Euro is showing that there's still 68 off land. But this is within the next 24 hours. And then when you go within the next 3 days, you see it don't move all that much. Mostly it goes a little bit towards northeastern Texas with some 30 to 40 miles per hour wind gusts, and northern Louisiana with some 30 and 40 miles per hour wind gusts as well. And when you go to 5 days, it just dies off. So far the wind gusts for southeast Louisiana is going to be in the highs of the 30s and high 20s to maybe 30s for Mississippi. GFS is confirming that you will have 40 to 50 miles per hour wind gusts going over Houston, and it's not showing a whole bunch for Lake Jackson. It's showing the hot spot is a little closer towards 55 miles per hour wind gusts just west of Houston, and this is within the next 24 hours. Then the next 3 days, it don't grow much according to the GFS. GFS always show that the wind shear knocked the storm down on strength, and it just dies very quickly. But so far, according to the GFS, maybe 30 miles per hour wind gusts all the way from Louisiana all the way to Mississippi. Even northeast Texas will not see any 50s, not even 40s, according to the GFS. The Euro always showed that, but we all know how accurate the Euro's been lately. Not really. So according to the Euro, next 24 hours, 3 inches of more rain for Houston, 4 inches for Beaumont, Alexandria getting a little less than 3, and it could be a little heavy spot just western of Alexandria. For the next 3 days, according to the Euro, here it goes again, just like it did for Texas, it's showing a possibility of over 11 inches for Alexandria, and that's only the Euro reading that. As it goes into Macomb, Mississippi for almost 5 inches, and as you go to the next 5 days and it moves away, everybody else is getting 2-3 inches. But from 3 days to 5 days, that's when Hattiesburg is going to be getting their rainfall as well as Jackson. Also for Alexandria, it's showing a lot of heavy rainfall up to 11 inches for the next 3 days. but in 24 hours, it's not showing much at all. So it's saying within day 2 and day 3, within 2 days, you're going to get 10 inches of rainfall. Take that with a grain of salt, because Euro has been always showing crazy numbers over here for Texas, and it did not happen. Now, GFS shows that within the next 24 hours, Houston's going to get another 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. Beaumont could get 5 inches, and Alexandria only getting 3. And then within the next 3 days, it's going to carry over towards Mississippi a little bit and Alabama a little bit, but it's not showing any 11 inches for Alexandria. It's showing Lake Charles and Beaumont a little over 5 inches, Alexandria getting 4 inches. So take it with a grain of salt according to the Euro, because it has been wrong throughout this whole storm. GFS has been on it. That's why I love GFS. Now, according to the GFS, the highest point will be around 8 inches, a little over 8 inches. And within the next 5 days, this brown area you see going all the way from southeast Texas, all the way up Louisiana and across Mississippi, this is all 5 to 8 inches according to the GFS. Everything is in red is always 2 to 5 inches. So this is the rainfall expected from GFS. The Euro shows about 17 inches is going to be the highest rainfall, and it's showing over there by Alexandria. And only the Euro is showing that. All this other brown is 5 to 8 inches that you see around it, as well as southwestern Louisiana. And it's showing that everybody else in this red is only going to get 2 to maybe 5 inches of rainfall, with a heavy spot for Alexandria, which I would take with a grain of salt, guys. Now, when you go check out the Caribbean and see what's going on with this next wave off the coast of Africa, according to the Euro, you can see how the precipitation comes towards the Caribbean. And then as it gets into the edge of the Caribbean, it weakens down and pretty much gets obliterated from the shear and the sinking air, and it's not going to do anything. As well as that next storm that's going to take another 2 or 3 days to form up and come to the southeast of the U.S. According to Euro, you can see how it kind of gets a little bit together. It brings rainfall towards North Carolina. I've been saying that for a week now. And then it goes right back out. Maybe some for Delaware and Maryland on the way out, but that's about it. GFS also confirms this. The one that's coming off the coast of Africa is going to strengthen up just a little bit, but when it gets to the western MDR, getting towards that Caribbean, you can see it right there, it loses potency. It's from the shear and the sinking air that I showed you with the MJO the other day, and it's going to lose all its strength and not be a threat at all, as well as this big cold front that we have coming around the 20th. I've been telling you about almost 2 weeks. It's still coming. And here's a look on the GFS. You can see that storm getting close towards North Carolina, maybe bringing some rainfall to the edge of North Carolina, maybe Delaware and Maryland, maybe even southern Jersey on that. But you see it gets pushed right back out to the east, not even a big issue. And then we're going to get that big cold front that comes in starting on the 20th, all the way to the 23rd or 24th, and reach across the southeast and the east coast. Now, when you look according to the GFS and see what the possibilities is on this disturbance off the southeast of the U.S., you can see where everything is predicted to go. If it goes towards North Carolina, it'd be very weak. It'd be a disorganized thunderstorms, might be some rainfall. But it's showing that no matter what is going to the east, northeast, not even a problem. And when you follow a chance with the Euro for a chance for a tropical depression, you can see in the next 72 hours, you can see the curve that it's going to take. And it could bring some rainfall to the edge of North Carolina, the edge of Virginia, maybe even portions in 4 days that go towards Delaware and Maryland. And as you go towards 5 and 6 days, then it goes out to the east. Not going to be an issue. Might get a little rainfall from it. That's about it. Now, this next cold front that we have coming down, that we've been talking about for a while, is still coming down around the 20th. Now, if you look at the Arctic Oscillation according to the Euro and see when this cold air comes down, it starts making its way around the 16th, and then it goes gradual, and then it does a dramatic drop on the 20th coming to the U.S. The GFS shows that no matter what, on the 16th, it's going to start being on a gradual drop already, and as deepest that is going to come is around the 20th all the way to the 23rd, maybe even the 24th before it goes back on a high ridge. Then we got another chance for another cold front coming towards the beginning of October, the end of September. Now you can see the temperatures here on the 20th. You get your cold temperatures coming in through the northwest, and then as it comes through the daytime heating, and it comes in later on, there's your daytime heating. Then it comes down into the southeast. So far it's not too deep, and that's by the 22nd. Then you get your daytime heating, and then it comes down again for another dip. It don't go super deep, but you get in the 50s now for Mississippi, even portions of Louisiana, and that's by the 23rd. Everybody else is in the 40s, the high 40s, maybe even the high 30s towards the Midwest. And as you keep on going, you see the daytime heating, and then it comes down again, and it's still 50 degrees, almost 60 for the south and the southeast, and that's by the 24th. So these temperatures are definitely going to hang around for a few days. You even get 60 and high 50s on the 25th. So definitely from the 20th all the way to the 25th, and then the northeast is going to be dealing with it a couple more days after that. But that's good. That's the cold front coming. And I did a refresh on the power outages by the end of the video to see how bad the power outages got just from the beginning to the end. And now Texas is at 400 and almost 90,000 homes without power. Louisiana is still at 94,000. But now Pennsylvania is over 11,000 once again without power. And it's been going up and down for Pennsylvania. So they're really on it. And New Jersey, you're still 12,000 without power. So God bless you all today involved in this storm coming on with this flooding as well. And I'm sure the winds took down a lot of power lines. So please, if you're in Texas, call that number. If you know somebody in Texas, share this video to them so they can call this number and get any power lines fixed so they can get their power back. That's a lot of power outages. At the same time, God bless you all. Hope you have a great day today. If I helped you in any way, please hit that like button or share this to your friends if you have friends or family in this area. At the same time, I want to speak a word of our Father. Amen. God bless you all. May you all have a great day, the best you can. I want to speak on something that a good friend of mine touched on, Deep South Homestead over here in Mississippi. Great guy. If y'all know Danny and Wanda, very good group of people. Please go subscribe to him. You will not be sorry. Proverbs 6, my friend. My son, if thou be surety for thy friend, if thou hast stricken thy hand with a stranger, thou art snared with the words of thy mouth, thou art taken with the words of thy mouth. Do this now, my son, and deliver thyself. When thou art come into the hand of thy friend, go, humble thyself, and make sure thy friend. Give not sleep to thine eyes, nor slumber to thine eyelids. Deliver thyself as a roe from the hand of the hunter, and as a bird from the hand of the fowler. Go to the ant, thou sluggard, consider her ways and be wise, which having no guide, overseer, or a ruler, provideth her meat in the summer, and gathereth her food in the harvest. How long wilt thou sleep, O sluggard? When wilt thou arise out of thy sleep? Yet a little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to sleep. So shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and thy want as an armed man. A naughty person, a wicked man, walketh with a froward mouth. He winketh with his eyes, he speaketh with his feet, he teacheth with his fingers. Frowardness is in his heart. He deviseth mischief continually. He soweth discord. Therefore shall his calamity come suddenly. Suddenly shall he be broken without remedy. These 6 things doeth the Lord hate. Yes, 7 are an abomination unto him. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that deviseth wicked imaginations. Feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. My son, keep thy father's commandments, and forsake not the law of thy mother. Bind them continually upon thine heart, and tie them about thy neck. When thou goest, it shall lead thee. When thou sleepest, it shall keep thee. And when thou awakest, it shall talk with thee. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. To keep thee from the evil woman, from the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman, lust not after her beauty in thine heart, neither let her take thee with her eyelids. For by the means of a whorish woman a man is brought to a piece of bread, and the adulteress will hunt for the precious life. Can a man take fire in his bosom, and his clothes not be burned? Can one go upon hot coals, and his feet not be burned? So he that goeth into his neighbor's wife, whoever touches her, shall not be innocent. Men do not despise a thief, if he steal to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. But if he be found, he shall restore sevenfold. He shall give all the substance of his house. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. A wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. Amen. Have a great day, guys. I hope this update has helped you in any way. God bless all of you. I do appreciate you from visiting my channel today. Thank you for your time. I hope I helped you. All glory does go to Yahweh, God of Jacob, the Almighty, and he will restore you. Have faith. Amen. Hallelujah, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you this afternoon if there's something big that I need to update you on. Thank you for your time.